Okay, sorry.
We're all good. Hey, punk rock fans, Merry Punkin' Christmas is happening on December 7th at Reggie's. It has been 17 years, but Nerf Herder returns to Chicago. The first time in 17 years, and Merry Punkin' Christmas at Reggie's on the 7th. Also on the bill, copyright Stan Vapid and the Cheats and Capgun Heroes.
Woo!
That's right. Proceeds from the show will help provide food and toys for families in need this holiday season, which is awesome. There's a food and toy drive happening at Reggie's, so bring a non-perishable food item or gently used toy. Everyone who brings stuff will be automatically entered into a raffle. Lots of rad stuff to win, like guitars, show posters signed by the bands. Again, it is Merry Punkin' Christmas. Nerf Herder returns to Chicago. MerryPunkinChristmas.com for more info. To my right, Stubby Pendov.
Hello.
From Lucky Boys Confusion, The Hoodie Life. In the back, Brad from The Hoodie Life.
Hello.
We're going to talk about everything going on with Stubby. We're going to eat amazing food generously provided to us from Casa Indigo. Thank you, Casa Indigo. It smells amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
so good.
I'm smelling pork and chorizo and all kinds of goodness here. Are you guys ready to do this?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man, let's do it.
It's Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
All right, so before we really dig into the food or anything else, Stubby, you. A lot of what we're going to talk about on this show has to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
The elephant in the room, you have multiple sclerosis. You were diagnosed with this
Last year, almost exactly a year ago, yeah.
And it's interesting, and we haven't talked about this. About a year ago, it was December, I hosted a Lucky Boys Confusion show. It was in Orland Park, or one of those.
Yeah,
it was
Orland Park, yeah.
And
Tinley or Orland, yeah.
I was talking with you and the guys in the band before the show, and I really thought, Kaustubh seems kind of standoffish. Like, you weren't as congenial as you normally are. And we're always very friendly when we see each other. And you sent me an email or a text like a week later, and you said, "Hey, sorry, man, had a lot going on." I thought, "Oh, okay," because for a while I thought you were mad at me. I'm like, "What did I do? How did I offend?"
How could I be mad at you, man?
Oh, thank you. But I didn't know what was going on. Now it makes perfect sense, because you were probably at that point very recently diagnosed and wrestling with who knows what at that point.
So around that time, I was, like you said, I was wrestling with this, and I was wrestling with the fatigue. Some of that I've tackled and I'm doing great with now. But the one thing I was dealing with was, that I just would run out of energy, and I didn't know what was going on. And that's what a lot of it was, is just I was standoffish because I did not know what was happening. So
And it's probably overwhelming. It was a crowded, loud room, and your body was betraying you.
our backstage was the
side of the stage.
It was the side of the stage, or you could go downstairs and hang out with the kegs. Like it cold. Like it just wasn't. Yeah.
Wait, I didn't even know that was an option, because I probably would have taken that option, to be honest with you. So, Brad, you find out that Kaustubh has MS.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first response?
Helplessness, kind of. Like it's like, all right, well, there's no like research for a cure yet, and all we need to do is get him the right medicine so it doesn't progress anymore. And I can't hold him in my arms and like baby him and like make him feel better.
You can hold him.
And even if you could, even if you could, it's not going to make it any better.
Right. So
It's just going to make me feel nicer, which is nice. So like,
honestly, all I tried to do is listen, and that's really all you can do.
That's the key, isn't it?
When someone's
Kaustubh,
going through something.
You just want to be heard and understood.
you want to be heard, you want to be understood, and honestly, if somebody in your life has a disease that's what I call one of the top fives, like cancer, AIDS, MS, ALS, one of those things. By the time they have told you, they have probably processed a lot of what they have to go through. And the thing I can tell you is that just your support is enough. But the thing that people do that is a natural thing to do James, Brad, everybody, please, you just say, well, have you tried? Have you tried? Well, what about this? And it's like, have you tried holistic? Have you tried not holistic? Have you tried
Casting a spell.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like,
how's your diet?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, how's your like? That's the first thing. Is like, and people are right. Those things do help. But the thing is, when the person first tells you something that's been really hard for them to tell you in the first place, and you saying, "Have you tried?"
Right.
You probably should just start with, "Wow, man, that sucks."
I think that was my response, wasn't it?
It was. It was literally your response was, "Wow, man, I'm like." I think your words were, "I don't know what to say," and that is probably the best response you can say.
Yeah, I think
because what that tells the other person is, "Wow, that person cares about me so much that they don't know what to say." And
Because you want to say exactly the right thing.
and there's no right thing to say. There just isn't.
Being a fixer isn't really going to fix anything.
Yeah, and being a fixer just annoys the person that's like, because like, you're right. You're 100% right. There's probably things that I can do in my life that will make it better, but none of what you're saying is going to cure it.
Right,
So
exactly right.
So just it was hard enough for me to tell you this. So just let me have this moment,
Right,
Like
without a doubt.
without you trying to fix it. Because it's a tough disease to go through, and it's a tough disease to try to tell people about, because it is one of those diseases that a lot of people don't understand. It's not like cancer, but cancer is one of those things that it's like you are. People really do have a better understanding of it because it's out there. A lot of people, but even cancer has a million different kinds, and just like that, MS has a million different kinds. You can have a lesion on the front of your brain that affects your eyes and your vision. You can have a lesion like mine, which is on your cervical cord, that's gonna kill your mobility. So it just depends on what kind of disease you have. Within MS, there's a bunch of different things that could be wrong with you.
Sure.
So
What was hard for me with Stube was remembering that he had it, because we were talking about this before. It took him a while to explain to me that there aren't really visible symptoms, so he might be having a flare-up.
You don't look at Kaustubh and think, he has a disease.
Right.
Yeah.
You think everything's normal, so I'd be at practice or whatever, and it'd be affecting him, and I wouldn't be noticing because I was not seeing any symptoms, but he'd be like, no, I'm tired. I worked all day, and I've been singing these songs. Like, I'm a little worn out, man.
And the hardest thing with that is that you also just, if you're lucky enough to be called, so people like me are called, in the MS community, are called invisibles. But if you are an invisible,
Invisible is undetectable to a civilian.
yes, invisible meaning I don't need walkers, I don't need a wheelchair, I don't
You don't
need a
present
cane.
as an MS patient. Yeah.
Right. You don't see me as that. And the hardest thing with that, though, sometimes is that, as grateful as I am for that, and I'm grateful as I am for whatever, it's just that it's not that I don't, there's not a moment in my life that I'm not living with this.
Right.
Like, right now, from my knees down, I'm tingling. I'm constantly tingling.
Explain what that feels like. Because when you say that, I think, like when your foot falls asleep or something, you get like the sharp...
It's not... So for people that have it worse than me, it is that.
Okay.
Sometimes late at night, depending on how I sleep, sometimes it's painful. But for the most part, it just feels like... like your arm falling asleep, but not before it hurts. Is what my everything below my knee feels like all the time. And people go, well, what is that? What's that like? And I go, well, what's it like to breathe? It's constant.
Just part of your life.
It's just what I live with. I can't walk far distances. I can't walk more than 3 or 4 blocks.
Well,
And-
let me ask the important question. Not
Yeah.
important question,
Yeah.
but you're here representing Hoodie Life. We're talking about Lucky Boys Confusion.
Yeah.
What can and can't you do as a front man of a band?
I just do what I can. I'd never think about it.
I'm sure you thought about it when you were diagnosed. Like, what does that mean for me as a musician?
Kind of. Kind of. I just was more like, well, I was never the front man that was doing flips on stage anyway. You know, I wasn't the guy the guy that was trying to. I hope, at least in my 22-year career, that my focus was more on songwriting and singing.
But no, you're a very emotive performer on stage.
So I do I was scared. I talked to the guys about it. I told them about it, obviously, before anybody else. And I was, I just kind of got to a point where I said, guys, this is me now. And they are all like, you do you, man. Like, LBC was the coolest in the world.
It doesn't surprise me at
Yeah.
all.
They were super
just,
cool on the 20th anniversary.
yeah. That's before I announced it, yeah.
Yeah. How they stopped, or a little bit earlier.
No, 21 show. Sorry.
It was at the 21
Yeah, it
show?
wasn't 20th anniversary. I didn't know. I knew something was wrong, but I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You
it's
waited a
one of
while
those
to announce.
Yeah.
I knew at the 21 show though, I think. Wait. I really, it's hard to remember, but I waited. I was diagnosed on Black Friday of last year, and I waited until October 20th of
So
this year.
we are literally 1 year later.
Yeah.
Wow.
In a few days, I'll be a year later. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I do want to take a quick break.
Yeah.
I want to thank our friends at Casa Indigo for the food.
Yes.
Brad, have you had the pork with the pineapple or
Yeah,
whatever?
that's what I had so
The
far.
pastor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is fantastic, and we've also got some chorizo fries going on.
Yeah.
As we're talking about this stuff, I do want to acknowledge we are fueled. This is part of the healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If we had this a year ago, Steve might have felt a little better about the whole thing.
That's not true. That is not true. So, you get the diagnosis. You've been living with this for longer than a year, but knowing what this is for a year. Next month, as we're recording this, the Saturday before Christmas, Bottom Lounge, MS Sucks. You put together a benefit. I'll let you explain this, but before you do, I think it's an extraordinary, wonderful thing that you're doing. You're taking this shitty hand you were dealt and doing something really positive on a more global level. Like, you're taking your diagnosis, what you're living with, and trying to help other people who are dealing with it.
Okay.
And go.
I promise not to cry. But this is my father in me. One of the things my father said to me as he was ready to go was,
And this was very recent, too.
yeah, it was about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. No, more than 2 years ago, 3 years ago or so. But he said that my dad, I went to his house that he lived in India, and I know this is going to sound so weird to like people living in America, but to keep their house that was made out of dirt up, they had to use cow dung, and they would mix it with water and spread it around the dirt to keep the walls up. And then I grew up in a $400,000 house in Downers Grove, okay? My dad said something to me, so just saying that, like, he went from, like, pooing on the street to buying a $500,000 house, like, or what's relative to a $500,000 house now. He said to me, he's like, we don't give enough back. He's like, I brought all of you, and he brought over not just obviously me and my family, but he brought over all of his brothers, all my mom's brothers and sisters, everybody. And he's like, we came from nothing, and we complain about what we have. So that always stayed with me. Now it's a little bit different in what I'm doing now, but like, I get to walk hopefully for the rest of my life. If I was diagnosed in the 80s, I'd be in a wheelchair. How could I not give it back? How can I just sit here and have this platform and at least, and I'm not Billy Corgan, and I'm not Dave Grohl, and I'm not whatever, but I do have a platform that can raise a couple $1,000s. How can I just sit back and just watch people suffer and not at least do my part to try to find a cure? It's not a cure for me. In my lifetime, the money that we raise isn't going to go towards me. If it does, awesome. But it's not about that. It's about there's going to be a generation after mine, my baby, my little girl, and her generation. I want them to have a cure. So if I can do anything to help people not feel the shitty way I do, why shouldn't I? Should I just sit and feel bad for myself? No, that's not how you live life. This is a society. We're living in a society. If you have the ability to help other people, do it. It's the way I was raised. It's the only way you should live life. We live in a society. We should care about people whose faces we don't know.
I think what you're doing with this fundraiser is great, and you're raising money. And I agree. We as a society will eventually get to a cure, maybe not in our lifetimes.
Yeah, maybe not.
But on another level, I think it's really fucking cool to see you get up, be proactive, and be positive for those people who they're looking for, whether they know it or not, they're looking for an example of how to lead a life with this debilitating illness.
And that was one of the best things that ever happened from this announcement, man. October 28th, I announced. 3 people came out to me since then, and one especially that is probably going to be diagnosed with MS that has been avoiding it. And she's told me that, like, thank you for your announcement. I'm going to my neurologist. I know that I have some symptoms that are like this. I need to go. I said, shit, it could be an autoimmune disease that's curable.
Right.
Like, these are autoimmune disease signs. More than likely, from what she has told me, she has MS. For at least from my little experience, she probably does. But hopefully not. Hopefully it's something else and whatever.
But the point is, she needs to take the reins and.
If you have symptoms, if you have, don't ignore symptoms. Don't ignore this stuff, because MS is one of those diseases that you don't get anything back. So if you catch it and you stop it, at least that's the worst it's going to get. So
I have a question for you, Stu.
Yep.
So when you're going through this process, you and your wife dealt with it alone for a while, and then your close friends, and then some more friends, and you slowly kind of, would you do that same thing again, or would you encourage people to tell everybody right away?
It just depends on the person, I think. The reason I waited so long is not for any other reason that I just knew that I was doing good. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to announce a charity show until I knew that I was gonna be okay for it. Mm-hmm. I would have probably still done something. It might have been different though. I might have been involved in somebody else's charity, but since I'm doing so well, I wanted it to be a piece, being like, he's doing good. Let's look. If I have MS now and I get diagnosed, look at how good Stubby's doing. Mm-hmm. Like, it was for hope. That's all it was.
I love that. And you turned this around pretty quickly. I mean, for an event like this, you really...
Yeah.
And I think, and based on talking to you and based on what I know, the response and the contributions were a no-brainer from everyone you talk to. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to help. Everyone wants to contribute. Everyone knows Kaustubh and Adam.
JVO is my MC. I mean, come on.
It's true. I really wanted to MC, and I didn't want to overstate my willingness to do it, because unless you had another idea, like maybe I don't know.
No, I didn't have another idea. I just didn't want to ask you for the same reason. I'm like, I don't want to bother him. I am doing that thing though where I'm shaking, so I only have like about 5 minutes before I pee my pants. So
okay,
that has to do with the MS too. Sorry guys.
Obama said no, so we got JVO.
Yeah, Obama was gonna do it, but he's like, MS, whatever.
Probably could have got like a Murray brother, or maybe like I don't know, like a Vince Vaughn or something. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the event before we lose you to the restroom.
Yeah, you have about 5 minutes.
Okay, so
maybe
Bottom Lounge. this is a day and night event,
Yeah.
a fundraiser. So let's talk about what happens during the day.
Okay, so during the day, we are going to do a full-on LBC show, playing the hits, like just straight up regular LBC show, except we're going to play during the day. Then if you buy the VIP tickets, there's only maybe I think 50 left, and you get access to the charity show, which is at night, which is going to be about 15 bands playing 2 songs each, and then James MC, and there's going to be one comedy guy up there, and then there's a raffle. But the VIP event gets you upstairs while we're decorating the room to be up there. 350 Brewing is going to provide free beer, and also Dry Hop Brewing is provide beer.
Awesome.
Casa Indigo, where we're at right now, is going to provide some.
This food is so good.
It's so good, but it's going to be a little different. He's going to do an Indian twinge on it because, I'm Indian. And
Since when?
Just since I was born. Oh my God, I'm going to have to pee my pants. But anyway.
Go pee. Brad and I will talk.
But yeah, I will. I just want to finish this. And then along with that, Greg Corner is going to be DJing.
I love Greg Corner.
Yep. And you can talk about that. And I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right, so Kaustubh will be back. If you're watching on Facebook Live, we will have him return.
Yeah, so the explanation of this is actually part of his MS. Like, some of the muscles and stuff just get tired, and you gotta go when you gotta go.
So how does that affect the stage performance?
It really hasn't yet. If he needs to jump off stage, like I referenced earlier, but I don't think he knew what I was talking about. There's an LBC show I went to, and they took a break before they were supposed to, and then did an encore, like 4 songs instead of 2.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was something
Just
like
kinda
that,
readjust.
that happened. Yeah, and all the guys, had his back, and normally that would be annoying to a band, but they're like a family, so of course it's no big deal.
Now, from your periphery, watching this happen, seeing the response, what have you seen? Because it seems, from my vantage point, the outpouring of support and just support for Kaustubh and what he's doing has been tremendous. What have you seen, being more on the inside?
I mean, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't believe how many people reshared his post and commented.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately. And I didn't know there were that many fans of his around, let alone people he knew. People love LBC. I mean, that's just
they've been in the scene for 20 plus years.
Absolutely. And just the outpouring and the amount of people that really, really genuinely cared, it was fantastic watching him go through all that. It was hard for his family and for everybody involved, and we were feeling selfish that it was hard for us because we knew how hard it was for him.
Right.
You have
to put it in perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, oh, this isn't hard for me at all. He's actually he's the one who's scared that he might not be able to walk his daughter down the aisle when she gets married,
There's never a good time to get a diagnosis like this, but he has a newborn at home, which that's hard to do if you're feeling 100% 24 hours a day. So he's got a lot going on, and just the spirit he's bringing to all this, I think, is exemplary. I mean, it's really admirable. He's coming back right now.
If there's any plus to it, I've seen a new light in him.
Like a purpose.
Yeah. And he's good at a lot of things, but now he gets to be good at this, and really bring a difference. Oh. It's really cool.
We're talking about you. So when you went, were they watching inside the restaurant?
They all have their stuff up.
You dick! That's the first time I've been hit by a car in this podcast.
That's
you guys
something
else. I'm going to go outside now.
Should we talk?
Yeah. Are we done?
No, we'll keep talking. About multiple sclerosis. Discuss.
Well, ask me a question, and I'll keep talking.
I'll
talk about the show.
Talk about the bands who are playing.
All right. So cool. There's a lot of cool bands playing. For the acoustic event, we have. Wow, I don't even know. There's so many. We definitely have AM Taxi, Ike Riley, LBC's of course playing White Tees, The Scissors.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah. Hipster Dick driving a vehicle too big for himself. Dude, do you really need the Highlander?
Yeah. Come on, man.
He's probably not even married with kids. He's got this big fucking car. Doesn't know how to drive it in Chicago. Sorry.
Not even the Highlander needs a Highlander.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. There can be only one.
Hey, nice. I like that.
Dude, I've got nerd references all night long.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, me too. So that's
By the way,
why I
I'm
like
saving
it.
the rest of this food for my wife.
Yeah, there
it's
you go.
That good.
But yeah, we got a whole bunch of acoustic acts, but I do have to say something funny about that. And this is probably the only negative thing I'm gonna say about the whole MS Sucks, Singing for a Cure event is that it's a charity show, man. It's like it's.
Can I get a +4?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
That's the first thing Steve said to me.
Yeah,
You're not getting on the guest list.
You're not gonna get on the guest list for a charity show. Don't come.
You have people asking that?
Oh my God! It's not even just that. It's just like, you get people ask for the guest list, or you get bands that want to play the show because they want to play in front of. Like, this is not the type of show. This is not the right type of show for you to like. Sorry, I'm looking at you instead of in the mic, but like,
This isn't a showcase.
yeah, exactly. It's like, and then there was bands that had barely played shows, but had their sister had MS or something like that. They got on the show. It had nothing to, like, the bands are background. The point is an event.
They're literally support. They're supporting the cause.
You're like, if this is your. And there's a band like, and I'm not knocking anybody because I get it. You want to be professional, and it's like it wasn't the band, it was their manager, and it's like, well, the band needs da-da-da-da, and we only need a 10 to 15 minute setup time. Like 10 to 15 minute setup time, dude. You got 5 minutes. Grab an acoustic, play a song. Like, sorry, but you're
missing the point.
You're missing the point. Like, and it's like this X band needs, can we bring a drum kit, or like, listen, like you're missing the point strongly. Like,
and I love what you set up. This kind of on the fly, just musicians making music.
It's supposed to feel like a Barnes and Noble's acoustic set, like it just we're not.
And for those millennials or younger people watching, Barnes and Noble was a bookstore where people would go in. Actually, now it's a toy store, I think.
Yeah, is it?
I think they only sell Funko Pops at this point.
Oh, man. It's just like you're missing the point.
100%.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the bands as I was talking to the hipster.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, dude, wear a coat. It's raining and cold outside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Stupid hipster.
Yeah.
Do you and Adam Krier like each other?
This is a funny story.
I hate him.
I'm so glad you asked that.
Here's why I ask.
Yeah.
I see you together on stage at Lucky Boys Confusion shows.
Yeah.
I have not seen you together off stage in probably like 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I love him.
Like, even when I do LBC interviews, it's you and not Adam.
Well,
Stevie
it's just
doesn't
because
go to
he lives in
Rossio's.
Naperville, I live in the city, but not to be like whatever. I love Adam, and it's funny because a lot of people think that we don't like each other, and he loves me. we are, but we're brothers.
Yeah.
We don't have to hang out to love each other. We've been together for 22 years. 22 years is longer than most people have done anything in their lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Adam and I actually had a funny conversation about this, like that people don't think
About
that we
this?
about this actually, that like people actually seriously think that we don't like each other, and it's like we don't even like. I don't know what to say to that because it's so stupid. It's like it's just so like yeah.
All right, well,
Well, now we got it. I'm not supposed to really yeah, whatever. But either way, Adam and I are okay, here, let me put it this way. He is the godfather to my daughter.
that says it all.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, so Brad and I were talking about the announcement of your diagnosis and the response you got.
Yeah.
Since you announced you have MS, since you announced this show at Bottom Lounge, what kind of response have you seen? Well, let me rephrase. What kind of response have you seen to the show so far? I mean, have people been just donating money left and right?
Yeah. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I wish ticket sales were a little higher, but I'm
shocked that they're not. And on that note, get tickets to this event. This is really the last great event of the year, and it's for a good cause. Go ahead.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. But I also think that like it's typical before Thanksgiving that people aren't buying tickets for something for December. That's just the way it usually works. And I'm sure the shows will sell out, and I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, it's not like they're not. It's not like they're far away from it. But I just thought it would just the event alone would just. But the thing about it is, man, people have a lot of stuff going on, and that's fine. But yeah, the response has been amazing. I also added a donation link where people could just donate funds, and the ACP Accelerated Cure Project, the charity that I'm working with for the show. By the way, the full thing is 100% a charity that is fully registered, so all the money is going to charity. That was my biggest thing, is like, I am not going to work, and I also wanted to work with a charity that was 100% about research for a cure, Good. And all that being said, like, the response back, so I said the first week, I thought, she said, so what do you think you're going to get before? She just said, we're announcing today. What do you think we're going to do the first week? I said, I would be ecstatic with $400 to $600. That first week we made $8,500. And I was like, what?
See, I would have thought the same thing you thought.
Yeah.
I would have thought, a couple $100.
Yeah. $400, $500, $600 I was like going to be like, and I even said I won't be disappointed if we don't do that, because I like a couple $100, because it's like, I don't know. I thought most of the money would be raised from the raffle that we haven't even finished like announcing yet, and from the ticket sales, because ticket sales, 100% of the ticket sales from the charity show are going to ACP, and we got this raffle, we got some great prizes, and we'll announce that soon. But I just didn't think it was going to be like this. I didn't think, and then the week after we got another like. I haven't even checked because I don't want to. I don't want to know yet right now. But I know that she wrote the charity, the woman that runs is working with me when the charity said the week after, she's like, hey, by the way, we got another $7,500 like a donation. It's like, wow. It's just people. Whatever political lean you have, whatever social lean you have about whatever you have.
I'm a nihilist.
Well, there you go. Well, even if you're a nihilist, you don't want people to suffer with MS.
Yes.
That's what it seems like, at least.
Here's the thing. Since I switched to this new software that feeds this camera, I can't see who is making what comments. And I don't even see the comments as much as I did before. The only comment I just saw was someone saying, Brad is looking very stoic. Now, that said, maybe
Brad,
you are looking...
Can you sit between the seats and smile?
But here's the thing. We are talking about MS. Like, I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm eating tacos as Kaustubh's talking about his multiple sclerosis diagnosis. But you knew that going in, that there'd be food. Okay. But
I mean, it's Con Carne, man.
It's Con Carne, and I had to eat some carne.
Yeah,
one thing you can do, too, if you can't go to the show, buy a ticket for somebody that likes music.
Yeah.
It goes
absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, just seeing Tom from the Tees get up there doing acoustic song,
that's cool.
It's worth the price of admission right
Tom, there. Adam's going to do a few songs from Adam and Jason, and Chris are going to do some songs from Taxi. Adam and I will do some songs from LBC. There'll be Mark Rose from Spitalfield will be playing a few songs. Yep. Who am I forgetting, Brad?
Me and you might do one.
Maybe, if you're lucky.
We'll see.
So there's a chance of a Hoodie Life song.
Maybe.
But this kind of goes to what you're saying. This isn't... You're not booking Riot Fest here. This is a community coming together.
Yeah.
It's just people coming together to help raise money.
That's what it's supposed to be, at least. It's supposed to just be like... kind of like... It's more like, hey, guys, one of the leaders of our scene, at least I think I was, of our scene is going through some stuff. And we're all getting together, and we're going to do this annually, and we can...
You are going to do this annually?
Annually, absolutely.
Good for
next year. We're definitely doing it.
So that means the second you're off stage, you got to start planning next year.
Yeah.
That's how this stuff works.
And I'm already planning next year.
Are you really?
Yeah. I want to do it in 2 different locations, and I want to do one, I think I want to do a smaller one in Chicago, like a smaller room, just to make it really more like...
Do it in the car.
That'd be pretty cool.
It's about as small as it gets.
And, I want to do one in Boston, I think.
Why Boston?
The ACP, the charity that I work with, is from Boston, and LBC did really well in Boston, and I think I have a good following out there. And some of the best multiple sclerosis foundations are in Boston. So.
Oh, good. Then absolutely go to Boston.
Yep. So, there's a lot of things that I want to do with this. And, one of the things my mother said to me is like, how, like, she just, being a caring mother, she's like, how you doing? Everything okay? I'm like, well, no, Mom, it's not okay. But, I mean, like, but.
See, again, this goes back to not knowing what to say. Like,
yeah.
I get why your mom said that.
But I think that more important than Lucky Boys Confusion or Hoodie Life or whatever, I think that this might have been my calling to raise awareness for multiple sclerosis.
That's what Brad was saying as you were walking to the car.
Yeah.
When you were coming back from tinkling, Brad was saying, like, you've really found a purpose and, like, a reason. And it's interesting how this tremendous adversity kind of engenders this shift in you.
Adversity can either bring out the negative or it can bring out the positive.
It reveals character.
And I wanted to bring out the negative. I did. I wanted to just give up. But my wife was 3 months pregnant when I got diagnosed. I didn't have a choice. Anybody that has a kid understands what I'm saying.
Yep.
I didn't even know my kid. She didn't even have a bump. It didn't matter. It was that it's not about me.
Yeah.
And then when I thought more about me, more about me, my baby, and whatever, I go, something about me, or she's a her now, but like, or her, him. It's about everybody. It's like, it goes back to what my dad said. It's like, we're so wrapped up in us that we forget that there's an us. We are not here. And that's why when people go, well, screw them. Like, I understand what, again, I'm not getting this, this is not a political statement, so please don't take it like that. What I'm trying to say is that there's more than us. There's more than the people that are in front of you, that look like you, that there's people all over the world that are suffering. And the more we all feel better, the more we all do better. A healthier society means a healthier economy, a healthier vibe that you feel around you. When people are suffering all around you, there's negativity and there's negative vibes everywhere you go. Like, let's all do a little bit better to not. I mean, I feel like I sound like a hippie, but it's more just like.
You're right, though. That's what I've noticed about you. You have this aura that you didn't have when you were worrying about everything. Now that you have your diagnosis, now that you have your medicine and you're a little more acquainted with the whole thing, you've just had this energy about you. And it's not about just raising money. It's about helping people go through that process you just went so freshly ago.
And hopefully the process that I went through, even though it was short, was hell.
Sure.
It was fighting insurance companies.
Hey, let's talk about that for one second. Not necessarily the insurance details, because I find that stuff overwhelming, but the cost of having a horrible illness like this. How many meds are you on?
None. I'm
None at
on
all.
one. I'm on one that's an infusion every 6 months and I'll be done 2021, January 27th.
Wow. Okay.
That's why I fought so hard for it, is that I saw this drug in front of me that I could be done with in 2.5 years versus these other ones that I'd have to...
Hold that thought. I want to read this before... damn it, it went away. Someone just asked if you could say hi to a relative who is going through MS. I'm sorry, I missed the comment. Go ahead.
I wish I knew the name. I would say hi to them.
It's the software, but we can go back when the Facebook Live is published and say hi. So sorry about that.
But I forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about the medicine and...
yeah, so, I want to say, like, it's... Wait, actually, was I saying how I got it, or I forgot what I was saying? Sorry.
I lost track. I totally threw you off.
Through the confusion that took 2.5 years than the other things that you wouldn't be able to... And then you stop.
This is why Brad's here.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying, like I went through a lot to try to get the drug. I went through a lot to and just to figure out what's going on. If I can help anybody to be like, hey, it's worth. If your doctor says I don't want to get you an MRI and you feel there's glitches between what your brain is telling your body to do and what your body is doing, there's a good chance you have an autoimmune disease. And if your doctor says, well, I don't want to order an MRI because I don't want your insurance company not to pay for it, fuck it. It's $1,000 to know that you're okay. And when your insurance company tells you that they're not going to pay for your drug that your doctor tells you should get, do not give up and fall for it. So that's what happens to a lot of MS patients right now, is that their doctor says you should be on Ocrevus, which is what I'm on, Ocrevus, whatever, however you pronounce it. And I've been doing fantastic. But every insurance company is going to say, no, try these first, and if that doesn't work, we'll put you on there. Anybody that does a Google search will see that Ocrevus, whatever, does not work as well when you take the other diseases. Other drugs first. Sorry, my bad. Sorry about that. And I did that research, and I fought them tooth and nail. I wrote a letter, and I reached out to this foundation, and I found the $100,000 a year drug for free. There are resources out there for people. Do not listen to people and insurance companies that will not allow you the proper medication that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you,
Find me, write me, and I'll help you. If you have this situation, I seriously will, because we deserve to be treated. We deserve to be taken care of. We don't have a cold. We don't have, our toe doesn't hurt. We have multiple sclerosis, one of the worst diseases you can have, and and your insurance company will treat you like a nuisance.
Yep.
Do not let them do that. Sorry.
That's the takeaway. And sorry, Brad. I do want to say a lot of people have been chiming in. It looks like a lot of people who have MS. And I apologize, we can't get to those comments as we're recording the Facebook Live, but those comments will be part of the Facebook Live once it's posted. And I'll
respond back to every one of them.
So thank you for watching and chiming in and listening. And it looks like contributing to the conversation. We do appreciate that. Sorry, go ahead, Brad.
One of the things that Stu actually did that was very, very gutsy was, while waiting to hear from the insurance companies, while waiting to hear if he can get the prescription he wanted, something bad could have happened. I mean, it could have progressed to where all of a sudden his leg doesn't work or something. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I
was every night I would wake up and shake my hands and legs every night. Every Friday, my neurologist would call me like, "Did you get approved yet? Did you get approved yet?" And one day I finally asked him, I'm like, "Doc, you're the head of neurology at Northwestern. Do you call all your patients Friday?" And he just said, "No, I'm really concerned about you."
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I have a lesion right here on my cervical spine. If it grows even this much to the left, I lose my whole left side. So, he was really nervous.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Brad, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was just saying, don't be in that situation, or do. I don't want to tell you what to do, but if you're in that situation and you want a better drug like Stubh did, reach out to him. Have the courage.
I'll find a way. I'll help you. And James, you were saying? Sir?
I was just saying, after being diagnosed and wrestling with multiple sclerosis, just the added stress of just trying to get the shit you need to move forward, that shouldn't even be a burden you have to shoulder.
We pay so much into insurance, and again, not getting political, but no matter what we do, whether you guys want to, whether people believe in the private sector or the public sector or the Medicare for all or the Bernie or the Trump, I don't care what you believe in. I don't give a fuck, honestly. But if I am paying for insurance, I want to explain something to people that don't understand how insurance works. We all pull in. We all pay in. Every paycheck you pay in, okay? The point of that is insurance, just in case. It's a just in case situation for when 300 of you are paying in for the last 10 years and one Stubby gets sick, you guys all pull in, or one Sarah or one Timothy or whatever gets sick, we all help that person out. But what the insurance company is saying is I'm getting $200 from 300 people twice a month for the last 15 years. what if I can get out of helping this guy that has MS out? Like, I can probably get away with it and keep this money. And yeah, that's what happens. We
Be your own advocate. Speak up when things aren't right.
fight. Fight for what you know is right. Seriously.
All right. So looking ahead, Bottom Lounge, just a terrific event. Like, it's an event that'll make you feel good just for contributing to, but just as a music fan, as someone who lives in this city or in the suburbs, what a fun experience.
Yeah.
I mean, just if you're a
Few
music fan,
VIP tickets left too. Very few, but for you.
I mean, to be able to see all these musicians in the same room performing. I mean, I'm nerding out just thinking about this lineup and being there for the day.
And just come hang out with all these musicians that are going to all be hanging out in the room.
It's going to be such a chill vibe.
Yeah.
No one's going to be standoff. Everyone's going to be hanging out.
It's going to be the most cool event. You know, again, I'm going to say this. Come for the right reasons, but come. You know, like, it is a great networking event, but, you know, please come for the right reason. But still, the added benefit is you can go up to James Van Osdale, you can go up to Brad, you can go up to me, you can go up to Adam, you can go up to Plain White Tom, you can go up to Ike Riley and have a conversation, because everybody's going to be in a non-rock star.
That's just it.
Yeah, it's just it's a charity event where everybody wants to talk to each other, everybody wants to hear about it. And if you got MS and you don't want to make it a thing, and you just want to talk to somebody about it, there are going to be like 100 other people with MS there that you can just start a conversation with. Come up to me, talk to me. Seriously, I know I've been told before that I wasn't the most approachable guy in the world. Trust me. If you come up to me and go, hey, I've been struggling with MS, can I talk to you? You know, the probably the worst thing I'm going to go is, can I grab a beer first? You know, like that's the worst it's gonna get. Yeah. So
that's accurate.
Yeah.
That's totally accurate.
Or come with me to get a beer for. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's walk over to the bar real quick. All right. So that's happening. Get your tickets to that. You know, we could probably talk about this for another hour or so, but I think I think we really hit the points. I'm proud of you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you for putting yourself out there and really turning this shitty situation into something that is positive and hopefully in turn inspiring to other people.
I hope so, and I hope that if anybody's hearing this and is struggling, that they realize that they can reach out to me. So,
bottom line. All right. So the website, just go to the Bottom Lounge site. Is it on the LBC
Bottom
site?
Lounge or Facebook.com, Singing for a Cure. Everything's Singing for a Cure. So it can be singingforacure.org or Facebook.singingforacure. Or the Lucky Boys page or the Hoodie Life page or the Stubhy page, whatever.
Yeah. And then, like we said, I'm emceeing. I don't have to wear a black tie for this, right?
You don't have to wear anything. You can be naked.
Anything but a plain white tee.
God,
It's already covered. All right, so I'm going to be casual.
Yeah.
You're not going to come out. Are you wearing a suit?
I'm going to wear a suit.
Are you?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's your
sure.
event.
Yeah, it's my event.
Brad,
Exactly.
you're not dressing up, are you?
No, I'm going to wear a hoodie.
You can't fit into a suit anymore.
I can't fit into my
All right,
suit.
so Brad, you're my people.
Yeah.
That night.
Too much good food.
He was
from,
only married a year ago and he still
from the
can't fit in his
Casa here.
suit.
All right,
He really let himself go real fast.
Brad, thank you for stoically holding up the backseat.
Thank you guys.
I want to thank Casa Indigo.
Yes.
Yeah. Great food.
This food.
Yeah.
That pastor taco was great, and then there was a steak taco in there too. He snuck that in there.
Dude, he's the man.
He is the man. Super friendly place. I mean, it's right on 18th where everything is.
Yep.
In Pilsen. Stop. Maybe if you're going to the Thalia Hall show, this is like a block away from there. Stop on by. Kaustubh from Lucky Boys Confusion, Hoodie Life, everything. Nobly, bravely bringing awareness to this awful, shitty illness. Before we go, I do also want to mention Nerf Herder playing on the 7th at Reggie's.
Yeah.
That is Merry Pumpkin Christmas.
With Danny Vapid.
Danny Vapid in the Cheats.
Yeah.
I had Dan Vapid in the Cheats in my car a couple weeks ago.
No way.
That was a trip.
That's crazy.
And I had like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, I saw that one.
I had like 10 minutes with him, and I wanted to get to all my questions. But before I lost him, I'm like, tell me about the Screeching Weasel show in Austin. I wanted to get that out of the way. Because that's where the wheels came off.
The big one, yeah.
Uh-huh, that was the one.
I wouldn't be in a band without those guys.
I gotta
Really?
pee.
Yeah.
I gotta go again.
All right, Stubby's got to pee. Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Thank you for listening, and we're going to turn this off.
See you guys.